Welcome back, guys. Today's video is going to be about speed and power. I'm going to show you 6 different things that you can do to increase your speed and power. This is primarily for sprinting, for sprint speed. So for football, rugby, any sport that you're playing, speed and power are really important in so many sports. So I hope this video is going to help you. I'm going to be showing you how I would do them in the middle of my athletic season as a peak power. Now, the exercise I'm going to show you, I'm not lifting my maxes in the exercises. So there's always comments on the video when I'm training the boys about they're not lifting enough weight, or their techniques are bad, or they're not squatting deep enough. The techniques I'm showing you are examples of what I would do in the middle of the season. They're not full squats because we don't need to full squat to get sprint speed power, and I'm going to explain why to you. I'm going to show you the angles that you need to go to get really powerful. The first exercise, which pretty much every sprinter does, are cleans, and they're power cleans. So they're not cleans like you see Olympic lifting cleans where they pull the bar up and they drop the arse right to the floor to catch the bar. Power cleans, you pull the bar much higher, and the reason for this, and the reason also for not squatting so deep, is because when you sprint, when you need sprint power, you need it at the top range of your leg angle. When you sprint, you will plant your foot, the leg angle will be around here. So we need speed and power from this position out of this position. If we drop all the way down to the floor, it doesn't give us as much power as we could obtain from this position here. So we squat to this position or just below it, which means you can take a far greater load on the bar. I've squatted 250 kgs for 3 reps as a quarter squat, and that is really useful and transferable into sprinting. So it's functional movement for the sport that we're doing. If I went all the way to the floor, I wouldn't be able to do 250 kgs. So that's why it's really important to think about the sport that you're doing. However, in the winter time, I would squat once a week, arse right down to the floor. And in the winter time, we'll squat for more reps, we'll squat for more sets, we'll squat with less rest. Once you arrive in February, March, you start lifting more functionally for sprinting, so the squats are not quite so deep. The squats can be much heavier, more explosive, more speed, and that's why we use power cleans to a shorter angle. That's why we don't drop all the way down to the floor. It's not really functional for sprinting. And I've actually done 140 kgs for a clean, and I did that when I weighed 81 kgs. But it's also transferable and it's functional movement for my sport. So these weights are not the kind of weights that I would typically be going in there at this time of year if I was in peak condition and I've been training hard and I was really at competition level. But I wanted to give you guys an idea. So we're going to jump in. The first exercise is cleans, which is 5 reps, 4 reps, then 3 reps. Okay, so that's power cleans. It's an exercise that we use as sprinters all year round. It's a fantastic exercise for working on peak power, but it is a very tough exercise to learn. I can do more videos on cleans and teach you guys how to do them. If you want me to do that, please leave a comment down below. Next up is squats, and on these squats, we're going for a real power position. Because I'm driving up so quickly through my hips, I am coming onto my toes on these squats. That's not really the aim, that's just kind of a byproduct of what we're doing. So I don't want you guys thinking that you have to come on your toes to be squatting powerful, but it's just because I'm using quite a light weight for me at 100 kgs that when I drive the hips up quickly, I automatically am coming up onto my toes. As I said, I'm using quite light weights compared to what I've done in the past. I've squatted 250 kgs to this angle. Okay, next exercise is leg press. I love leg press. I think it's a fantastic exercise. It means that you can really load up the weight, increase the amount of power you can get into your legs without putting all the pressure and the load on the spine. Because when you lift really heavy on squats, what some people don't realize is that you're actually compressing the discs in your back. So it's not good to lift really heavy squats all the time. Just make sure that when you lift really heavy on leg press, that you don't lock out your leg or take it too straight, because there's a huge risk on leg press that you can actually damage the cruciate ligament inside your knee by the knee overextending and going backwards. You can even snap your leg if you go too heavy and lock your leg out. So I don't want to scare you guys off of doing leg press, but just make sure that you don't lock out the leg. And the reason why we're going low reps is because that's what you do for power. When you do low reps, you engage the central nervous system much more. You don't cause too much damage in the muscle for them to actually start growing, but you make them really powerful. So sprinters, power athletes tend to go between 3 and 5 reps, even down to 1 rep.
Jello Beats, holla at me.
Okay, next exercise that you really need to do if you want to become faster and more powerful at sprinting is hip flexor cable pulls. Now, this is an exercise that you might never have even seen anyone do in the gym before, but it's a crucial one for sprinting, because when you sprint, you need to have really strong hip flexors. You lift your knee when you sprint up in front of you. So we actually do this all year round on 3 times 10 or 12. It's an exercise that will make your hips a lot stronger, and it will make a massive difference to your sprint speed. Next up, we have plyometrics, jumps, explosive movements that are key for sprinting. We use plyometrics a lot as sprinters, so we jump over hurdles, we jump onto high boxes, we do hops, skips, bounds, we do loads of different explosive movements to get faster and more explosive off the ground. So I'm going to show you an example of me jumping over hurdles, and at a peak I will be doing this over hurdles on the full height, which is 3'6". So it's quite high, it's like higher than half of your body. It's basically as tall as Max, and you're jumping back to back to back over the hurdles. Okay, last exercise for this video, and this one is massively useful for sprinting, but it's really underused by people out there who want to get faster and more powerful. Medicine ball throws. Throwing is a crucial part of power, and all of the athletics movements, run, jump, throw, they are the basis of power. So you need to work all 3 to become super fast and super powerful and all-rounded. So adding medicine ball throws in will also increase your power. thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was useful. I will do more videos like this if it's what you guys are interested in and you want to see more. So please leave a comment if you do want to see more videos like this. Please make sure you drop a like. Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.